record this? Well, first off, happy Sunday. So pretty much honestly, what I wanted to just talk about tonight is moving forward with the week, making sure that everybody is just feeling good about where you are, where you're going, and what you're doing. So just to reiterate things that I know you've heard so many times, but obviously you can't hear this kind of stuff enough. So always want to make sure that on a week-to-week basis, you know what your weekly goals are and you know what your monthly goals are. Okay, this was something that I had no idea how to do before. Actually, I didn't really know how to do this most of my coaching career because I didn't really think about it. But it is really, really important to know, like, what are your monthly goals and then how are you breaking them down into weekly goals? Okay, so it's not just, I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 30 days because it's totally possible to do that. I mean, that's 3 pounds a week. It's not hard, more or less. It's not hard physically to do. Mentally and emotionally, it's the hardest thing ever, right? Because we get into our own heads and we talk ourselves out of things. But it's really important that you know what your monthly goals are. And what I typically do is I set 3 monthly fitness goals, 3 monthly personal goals, and then 3 monthly business goals. And what I do is I break those goals down week by week so that it doesn't seem so overwhelming or daunting. Okay, so the nice thing about that is, say for example, your goals are to follow your meal plan perfectly 5 out of 7 days a week. Because let's be honest, we're all human. I don't know if any of you are competing in a bikini competition. I know I'm not. So it doesn't matter to me if I don't follow it to a T 7 days a week, every stinking meal. Okay, you're human. You have to live. Your friends are going to randomly ask you to go out one night, and life is too short to be like, no, that's not going to fit my meal plan. Okay, or depending on what your goals are, go out, but just try to choose the best option for you based on your goals and how quickly you want to achieve them. So when I set a big goal, so let's just say, for example, because this one's just a little bit easier to talk about and to create an analogy. So your 30-day goal is you want to drop 10 pounds. That's 3 pounds a week, okay? So what that means is you should really be following that meal plan, okay? So that means step 1, creating a meal plan, all right? Step 2 is going grocery shopping. And then step 3 is prepping so that you have everything all ready to go. So what are you doing by meal planning, grocery shopping, and meal prepping following that plan? 1, you are in control of the food that comes into your house. So just for the sake, because I know there's like 150 people in Fit and Lean, and I don't really know everyone's situations. For example, I hear this so often. Well, my kids won't eat that. So, I'm going to be tempted to have chicken nuggets. It's like the go-to. I always hear this. And it's like, okay, I feel you. But guess what? You buy the food. You cook the food, and you put the food on their plate and into their mouths. So you have to stop thinking of healthy as being something that's only happening for bikini season, okay? This is a lifestyle. Don't be selfish. You need to start with your kids right now, right here. Because I will tell you that my parents didn't give 2 shits, and when I was overweight in school and I was being made fun of, they weren't the ones there that had to deal with that, all right? So I would have done anything for my parents to have known 2 shits about a healthy lifestyle, and they didn't. So I know it's easy to do and just be like, oh, well, it's just there. Don't put it there. Don't get me wrong. When Ben and I are going to the grocery store, I'm always like, oh, well, do you want this? Like, do you just want some Doritos, or do you just want some Oreos or whatever? And he looks at me and he's like, I don't know. Do you want them? I'm like, no. But it's so much easier if I'm like, oh, well, it's Ben's food. Ben brought it into the house. It's like, no, because he forgets his life doesn't revolve around food like mine does. So that's the first thing that I do want to say is that I get being a parent more or less. I've nannied for several families. I have stayed overnight with families. I've been nannying for like 7 years. All right. I get the temptation, but cut it in the bud. You are in control of what comes into your house. You're in control of what goes onto your plate as well as your family's plate. And so what if they don't like it? Typically, most of the things we don't like end up being the best things for us. I don't know about you, but I hated school. Ended up being kind of a good thing that I actually went there because I'm literate, right? So do it anyway. So breaking the goal down is that I want to lose 10 pounds in 30 days. So it starts with, what am I eating? Guys, you all know you cannot out-train a poor diet. You can't. And the worst part is you don't want to look at exercise like oh, well, I ate this, so I'll just double up my workouts. No, I don't want you to look at exercise as eliminating the food that you eat. I want you to look at your fitness as like your anti-anxiety, your stress reliever, your confidence booster. I want you to look at it like that. When you start to have a positive relationship with the food that you're eating and your workout, you want to do it. Okay? Believe me, when I was like 5 years deep into my eating disorder, I was literally working out because I hated myself. I was working out because I would have a bite of a peanut butter and jelly or something ridiculous. So I have this really bad relationship with both, with food and with working out. The one thing I can tell you right now is the more that you enjoy it, the less likely you are to give into your temptations and give into excuses. Okay? So make sure that you're doing that every single week, is knowing what your goals are so you can sit down, make a plan, and tackle it head on. Okay? Side note going off of that is one of the easiest ways to help yourself meal plan. One, reach out to your coach. Okay? If your coach has not yet helped you with making a meal plan, it's so important that that happens. Okay? Remember, we are here to help you. But at the same time, you have to be reaching out to us if you want something, if you need something, if you're lacking something. That's why we're here. All right? So just like you might think that you're annoying us, sometimes we feel like we're annoying you, right? Like, if you want to make this happen, reach out to us. We want you to. We want you to. All right? So then even if you are a coach or you have signed up for the discount, don't be afraid to reach back out. Ray, just looking at you because you're right here on my screen, I realize that you and I have never made a meal plan together. So that's something that we definitely need to do so that you can go on forward helping your coaches do the same thing. Because meal planning is where it's at, guys. It's really where it's at for several reasons. Like, Ben and I save so much money from meal prepping. Like, I don't know about you, but like, I don't have all the money in the world to go out eating every single night. And believe me, it used to get to the point where I was like, oh, well, this McDonald's salad's only like $3 or $4. So it's not that big of a deal. But then it's like Subway the next night is like $6 or $7. And then, a night after that, it's like 10 to 15. So no, at the time, it doesn't seem like a lot. But at the end of the week, I have nothing left. It was a one meal and I don't have anything else to show for it. Okay? So my biggest tips as far as meal planning go are reaching out to your coach first and foremost. Okay? Number 2 is utilizing the hell out of Pinterest and the Team Beachbody blog. So I'm just going to quickly share my screen so you guys can see what I mean by that. But I kid you not, guys, I honestly just go to things like, say, for example, Ben and I typically do ground meat, chicken, and fish. Like, those are our 3 meat sources for the week. So all we do is we find 2 recipes for each of those meals. There's 6 nights of dinners. And more than that, then one night we'll either have leftovers or we do have a date night. But that's 6 nights of dinners. And then whatever ingredients we use in those dinners, veggie and carb-wise, we figure out how to incorporate that into lunch. So, for example, say that one of your meals, as you can see, we had ground turkey on our menu. So all we did was typed in ground turkey 21-day fix recipes. Quick little tangent. The reason I type in 21-day fix, I'm not personally following the 21-day fix workout plan. If you're following any routine other than PiYo or Shift Shop, you can just type in 21-day fix. The reason being is that the containers were patented to match that program specifically. They did so well. People found them super helpful. So that's why Beachbody now has attached them to every other program. The reason I say you can do it for every program other than PiYo and Shift Shop is because Shift Shop is a little bit different. In the 2nd and 3rd weeks, you actually start to decrease your yellow containers because Chris Downing, the super trainer, does not really think that, everybody has a different mindset, but in his opinion, grains are not necessary for your progress. So instead, he switches your yellows with your greens because veggies are carbs. I know we don't typically think of them like that, but they are. Veggies and fruits are carbs. So he ups your veggies, just decreases your grains. We don't need grains to function. All right? So I know that everybody thinks that gluten-free is like a diet. It's not by any way, shape, or form. Gluten-free has no less calories. If anything, there's more added sugar and preservatives simply because it's replacing the wheat. But for some people, it's just, we're allergic to it. You have to think about that, guys. I know a lot of people like make fun of people for being gluten-free and it being fake, but it's actually a real thing. And the reason being is that our bodies are not meant to digest wheat. We were not grown as grain people until it became mass produced, and it's literally in everything. From your whatever, I'm going off on a way tangent. But anyway, if you are not following Shift Shop or PiYo, you can just search whatever protein you have, followed by the 21-day fix. Okay? Same thing, we do this for turkey or chicken, we'll do it for salmon, for steak, whatever. And the cool thing about this is depending on which ones you find, I'll just find an example real quick. It'll tell you what the breakdown is. A red, green, yellow, and blue. Okay? Most of these will, I just don't feel like clicking on it right now. Okay? So it just makes it super simple for you. Don't overcomplicate this. So that's as far as meal planning goes. Again, always just reach out if you do have questions. Post in Fit and Lean. That's a huge resource for you. So that's quickly about meal planning. The biggest part of the call is I want to talk about self-discipline. It's something that I've been really struggling with. And because of that, I really want to get back into posting in Fit and Lean. So for anyone, I mean, most of us are coaches right now. But what we're going to do is 5 coaches are going to be running Fit and Lean. Okay? Every single night by 8:30. You must comment, and I do have this recording so everyone can play this back. Every single night by 8:30, you must comment on the daily post if you want to be accounted for the monthly prize giveaway. Together as a group, the 5 of us are going to chip in and do a $30 gift card giveaway to the store of your choice if you show up the most for the entire month. Okay, we're not going to be counting if you check in with the evening check-in, but we are going to be keeping track of the morning post. Okay, because that's going to be the one where we're asking you questions. Like, we're going to be digging deep. This is so much more than a physical challenge, guys. Like, you could have gone to the gym. You could have gone to just get a freaking personal trainer. I know, because I've worked at a gym, I've managed one, and I was a personal trainer. But none of those things do anything. If you're going to make it work, you're going to make it work. All right. What we are trying to do here is not shove fitness and if it fits your macros and all this other bullshit down your throat. Okay. It's all extra. If you want to learn more about it, go ahead and feel free to do it. But we're here just genuinely to support each other, to hold each other accountable, to tell you that, to be honest with you, Friday night I had 2 margaritas. I literally couldn't even tell you how many tacos I had on top of like one of those Snickers. I don't even know what it's called, some Snickers peanut butter bar. And then yesterday I was like, oh no, I'm going to be like super good. No, I wasn't. And I don't even really drink. And I ended up going out last night and I had 2 drinks. Now that literally puts me on my ass. So like, I'm trying to kind of brag about that. But then I had like this whole damn pizza and all this other stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, I just feel so crappy right now. It's like, I'm not mad because it was awesome going down. It's just, I wake up the next morning, I'm like, I just like feel like crap. I just feel weighed down and just kind of like, what the hell was all of the effort that I put in Monday through Friday before 5 p.m. for? Like, what was it all for? When every Friday and Saturday night I fuck it up. Every Friday, Saturday night. And then Sunday comes, I'm like, I'm going to be better this week. And then I am Monday through Thursday, and then Friday comes and I do it again. I do it again. Can somebody like please give me a thumbs up so I know I'm not the only one that does this because I feel like I'm crazy. Yeah. And it's like, and I know this and I say it all the time, yet I keep doing it. So I was talking to Ben about, and I know like I've been throwing this group all around for 100 different 25 directions, and I'm so sorry, but I'm really just trying to find something that works for us. Like, I loved showing up to Fit and Lean when we had like 40 to 50 people commenting. I miss it so much. And I know that part of that is I'm not in there. I'm not posting and I'm not showing up, and I'm going to take responsibility for that 100%. Side note, little fun fact for you. It feels so good when you can own up to something. It sucks because I'm so stubborn and like type A to the T, but it feels really good just to be like, you know, like I left and I shouldn't have left. So what we're going to do is there's going to be 5 people running this group. Every single weekend, we're going to get together just through something like this. And I'm just sharing this all with you so you know what to expect. And we're going to come up with a weekly theme. Okay? I don't want to just hear you set a 30-day goal and then your coach doesn't reach out to you and asks you about it. Okay, I'm sick and tired of just running groups and just, oh, if somebody lost some weight, great. Or if somebody hit a goal, great. Or if somebody bumped up their weights, great. Like, I want to know specifically what your goals are and what you're doing to hit them. I want to know, where are you struggling so we can help you tackle that and cut it in the bud and just make this a lifestyle change. Okay? So every single week for this month, we're going to be talking about making good habits and breaking bad ones. All right? So one that I want to cut out, and I keep saying this every week, but I'm going to do it, is I want to stop smoking Monday through Thursday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm going to give myself a break because it is my anxiety relief. I'm not talking about cigarettes. I'm just going to be open and honest with you guys. So that's something that I want to cut out, is Monday through Thursday. Don't want to do that anymore because I know that that's where my late night snacking comes into play. So I'm like, oh, I ate like so many veggies today. It's like, it's okay that I just eat the entire fucking refrigerator. No, it's not, Emily. It's not okay. And because then I wake up the next morning and I'm like a 5 a.m. kind of person, and I'm like still in a freaking sugar coma. I'm like, I can't even sit there and like breathe. And I live in an apartment complex and everyone wants to be your friend. And I'm like, it's too damn early, dude. Like, you need to pop off. Anyway, so I want to know specifically, what are your guys' goals? What are you doing to hit them? And how can we help you? Because we don't know what we're doing, but we just keep showing up and hope that it's going to happen at some point for us. We're going to figure this all out. So please don't think that coaches are like any way better than you in any way, shape, or form, because we're not. We just have the title of coach. So we're going to be talking about making good habits and breaking bad ones. We're going to talk about what is self-discipline. Like, what is it? And one of my favorite quotes that just makes it sound super simple is, it's doing what you said you were going to do. Or it's, what was it? Doing what you say you're going to do even when you don't feel like it. Okay? And that's hard. Like, it's really hard. So it's like Sunday night, I'm going to follow this meal plan. And on Friday night, I am not going to be tempted by more than one margarita because we're still human. And I'm going to have just one, and I'm going to go home and we're going to go for a walk instead of just sitting down and eating an entire bag of M&Ms or something, right? So self-discipline is doing something long after the mood you set it in is gone. So think about how you feel right now when you're planning ahead for the week. Like, how empowered you feel. How, like, maybe scared, because it is scary to set a goal like that. And then, what if I don't hit it? Who cares? At least if you're doing things to get there, that is more important than being like, well, I don't want to set one in case I don't hit it. Please don't live your life like that. So many people are. You can live vicariously through them if you want to. But for your own sake, set a goal and just try. Just go after it. But reach out to your coach and say, I have this big goal. Like, yeah, I've been working out, and yeah, I've been drinking this shake and whatever, but like, I really want to get more out of this. I really want this to be like that thing that changes my life. How can I do this? What can we do together? Like, what plan can we make weekly? Blah, blah, blah. So we're going to be doing making and breaking habits, self-discipline, and we're going to do a little bit about morning routines. We really do emphasize and encourage you guys to become morning people. I know that society has completely thrown us off of that, but the one thing I can say is, I might be insane, but the one thing that kind of keeps me sane is having my mornings to myself. And it hands down has been a huge game changer for me. So I'm going to leave this at that. And I'm going to unmute you all. There's only 3 of us. So kudos to you for getting on. Does anyone have any questions right now moving forward into the week that I can help you with while we're here? You all look so pretty right now. You're welcome. Well, real quick. So Whitney, what country are you in right now?
I'm in Germany.
You're in Germany? Very cool. What time is it?
1:30 in the morning.
What the hell? Okay, seriously, no excuses to everyone that did not get on this right now. Good for you, girlfriend.
Thanks.
Whitney's a flight attendant, so she just literally travels like all over the world.
No, I'm not, but thank you. Sure, I'll be a flight attendant.
It just sounds easier. Explain what you do.
I'm a load coordinator, so I do like weight and balance of aircrafts. But I travel with the plane, so I'm always in a different country. So I'm a flight attendant.
More or less. You just have like a better job than they do. You don't have to talk to people all the time.
Yeah, exactly. That makes it better.
Absolutely. People are punching people on planes these days. You have to watch out for that stuff. It's no joke. I don't mean to be laughing about it because it's actually not fun. It's kind of serious. But Alyssa, who is your coach?
Ashley.
Okay, like my favorite. Yeah.
We
So
went to school together.
oh my God, awesome. Did you go to college or high school?
High school.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what program are you doing right now?
I'm sorry?
What program are you doing?
Turbo Fire.
How do you like it?
I love it because, like, my senior year, I lost 60 pounds and I was at the lowest weight. And I was doing Turbo Jam. And so I never bought Turbo Fire just because, expensive and whatever. But then she got me on this. So I'm loving it because it's
Oh my God,
more
so
pumped
awesome.
up.
So you like Shailene?
Yes.
Yeah, she's awesome. She really is. See, I need to give her, I really like Pio, but it's hard.
Yes. And I bought Pio before this, and
Okay.
I did maybe 3 weeks of it, and then I just got bummed out and I stopped doing it and haven't done it since. So
why don't we make that one of your goals, is getting you back to a space or a place where you feel confident and comfortable doing it, and seeing it more as like, okay, this is a challenge, but I'm willing to fight through it and make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So I'll keep in touch with you about that and see what day and what week are you on with Turbo Fire?
I'm on week 3, and I started like on a Wednesday, so I'm kind of
That's awesome though.
Yeah.
Now, has Ashley helped you at all with meal planning?
Not yet, no.
Okay, is it something that you are interested in?
Yes, but like you said, like it's hard because I have a 1-year-old daughter. She'll be 1-year-old next Saturday. So, so she's not eating like real food right now, but my husband's like totally picky. So it's hard to make meals when it's just basically me eating them.
Now, what if I could help you make a very budget-friendly meal plan? Even something that is husband approved, because Ben is not like a super veggie guy. I mean, he does not drink smoothies. He really doesn't eat any fruit. Actually, now that I think about that, that sounds awful.
Yeah, I know it. It's like, what don't you eat?
Shit, I was like, actually, no, he's kind of good at veggies, but like literally, I don't know that he eats fruit.
Yeah.
We'll work on that later.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love to,
cool.
I'd be open to that.
Awesome. I am going to make sure that I put a little note down so that I reach out to you about it.
Okay.
And then, Ray, we need to sit down. We'll make a meal plan for you as well.
Cool.
Alrighty?
Some of my own, but.
Well, because you're a rock star.
I wish.
Hey, you're right. But we can still do it anyway. But thank you, girls. I really appreciate you jumping on. I'm super excited. Like, I really, really, really want to get Fit and Lean back up and running. One of the things that I am going to do is over the week is create like a little prep week files tab. So at any point in time, if you're feeling like I'm going to have a section in there about personal development, I know that you might find it super cheesy. I know, because I did. But if you have an open heart and you have an open mind and you really are here to make this a lifestyle, I think that it's going to be a huge difference. So I do want to read one little thing before I close this off, because I saw this other day and I really liked it. It's a quote. So it just says, yeah, you should eat healthy, but don't see it as I'll eat totally clean for 1 month. I won't eat any unhealthy things like sweets or pizza. And when I have my dream body, I'll eat everything I want to again. End quote. See it as instead, from now on, I'm going to live happy and healthy. I try to eat clean and work out as much as possible, but I'll be allowed to eat things like pizza or cake too, because I want a healthy life, not a healthy month. It's not a one-time thing. It's a lifestyle. All the feels. Okay? So I love you all, and I hope you have a great rest of your night, and just always reach out, guys. Always reach out. If we're not reaching out to you, just know that we have a lot of people that we're each working with, that it's not that we're not thinking about you. It's just that other people are reaching out instead. So please, you are never annoying anybody, ever. One of the saddest things about being a coach, I kid you not, is how many people have come into my life or into our lives and they disappeared. And it just bums me out to the core, because it's like, I don't know, I know that this is emotional more than anything. The second you start to get into your head and you don't have a group, a supportive community reach out to you, it's just your mean girl literally will take over your life. And she's going to keep you playing small, and she's going to tell you that you can't and you don't deserve this and you don't know how to do this, so why even try and what's the point? And it just all starts to flood, okay? And it's normal. You're not the only person, okay? So just always know that there are people here, whether it's in your challenge group, if you're in an app right now, which I'm loving the app. I hope that you guys are too. I just think it's so convenient. It's been the best way for me to just check in with my workouts, add my Shakeology. But at the same time, I love Fit and Lean. And when I first started it back in January, when I first started back in January, I was like, I have no idea where this is going to go. And every month I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's still open and there's still people in here. And so my goal, and I hope that all of you can be on board with me on this, is to comment in there every day. Even if you're not posting multiple times a day, it doesn't matter. But I want to do this $30 gift card every single month, just as that extra incentive, other than the fact that you're going to feel awesome, your confidence is going to shoot through the roof, your family's going to feel healthier and happier, because when you're happy, everyone around you is happy. It just happens. It's insane. Like, it really, truly is addicting. The people around you are just going to be happier. They're going to want to be around you more. And all that together, you're just literally happy vibes are just bouncing off of each other. It's insane. So I'm super excited. I hope you guys are too. Have a great rest of your night. And let's kick off Monday strong. I know it's not going to be the first of the month, but it's a fresh week, fresh start. So let's rock it, okay?
Yeah.
Bye, guys. Have a good night. Whitney, get some sleep.
I will.